published 0855 est, the 27th of November 2017, updated 0333 est, the 28th of November 2017. Talksport's presenting team descended into an astonishing war of words after Mike Parry publicly claimed colleague Jim White suffered from chronic historic drinking problems. Parry, a veteran of the station since 1999, then laid into Joey Barton, another colleague, calling the former Rangers and Manchester City midfielder a thick-headed hypocrite after he had labelled his White comments as a low blow. Barton went on to imply that Parry's Twitter outburst had been drink-fueled, calling him a complete bell and a muppet. Parry has since apologised for his allegations against White, but Sportsmail understands Talksport management are speaking to Parry and he will not be presenting his usual slot on his The Two Mikes show this weekend. Mike Parry and Joey Barton wrote on Twitter in an astonishing Talksport war of words. Barton stood up to condemn Parry's comments on fellow presenter and colleague Jim White. Talksport presenter Parry claimed colleague White had historic drinking problems. Former Rangers midfielder and fellow presenter Barton condemned Parry's comments. Parry picked up on Barton's history of controversy to fire back. Insults during the online row appeared to erupt after renowned Sky Sports News presenter White had spoken out over Everton's 4-1 defeat at Southampton on Sunday, labelling the game a totally wasted 476-mile round trip for those travelling fans. Parry, an enthusiastic Evertonian, took exception to the comment, believing it mocked his club's travelling support. However, after two tweets labeling how White was a joke and fool, he added, "Thing is, Jim White, with your chronic historic drink problems, and you've asked me to help you and I've told you I will. Should you be slagging off anybody else?" Everton, hey. In 2012, the Daily Record reported that White, who hosts his own flagship Talksport show, was banned from boarding a British Airways flight at Glasgow Airport amid claims he had been drinking. In 2005 he was fined £750 and banned from driving for a year after admitting a charge of refusing to take a breathalyzer test, having allegedly told police officers in providing Thing Zero. Jim White: the demise of Everton is alarming. A totally wasted 476-mile round trip for those travelling fans. Ston 41 Eve, Mike Parry: haha, you're having a joke Jim, aren't you? What a brilliant observation that we lost 41. You should be praising fans who travel 500 miles to watch their team, not mock them. How was it wasted, you fool? Do you know anything about giving your heart and soul to a football club? Just shut up. Thing is, Jim White, with your chronic historic drink problems, and you've asked me to help you and I've told you I will. Should you be slagging off anybody else? Everton, hey. Parry later apologised for his tweet, adding, "I want to apologise to my colleague at Jim White for referring dismissively to an illness he has suffered, and battled bravely and beaten. Sorry Jim. Very wrong of me." Joey Barton: Mike, low blow saying that about Jim even by your standards. Don't forget your only claim to fame is eating a spoonful of cinnamon and nearly killing yourself. Parry: your only claim to fame, Barton, is sticking a cigar in a teenager's eye, smashing a man's face in while he was unconscious on the ground, serving a jail sentence. And now in your media career, I'm not working for the Sun. Yes, you thick-headed hypocrite. Joey Barton, in response to a video mocking Parry: I reckon he feels worse this morning than after this. At Mika Parry 8 Parry: feeling fine thanks. Barton: saw you apologising this morning for being a complete bell again in a bevy. When you get on the sauce, stay off Twitter, you muppet. Former Rangers and Manchester City midfielder Barton is pictured in the Talksport studios. Parry's tweets came in response to White's Twitter posts about a defeat for his team, Everton. Barton continued to trade insults with colleague Parry, as they reflected on the night before. Barton stepped in to defend White, calling Parry's comments a low blow, even by your standards, and mocked his fellow presenter over an old video that showed him attempting to complete the cinnamon challenge, eating a spoonful of cinnamon. But Parry hit back again later in evening, writing, "You're a sick, only claim to fame, Barton, is sticking a cigar in a teenager's eye, smashing a man's face in while he was unconscious on the ground, serving a jail sentence." In May 2008, Barton was jailed for assault after he was caught on CCTV knocking a man to the ground before straddling him and repeatedly punching him. In December 2007, he has also admitted to stubbing a cigar out into the eyelid of ex-Manchester City player Jamie Tandy. Parry issued an apology to White, adding that he had bravely battled and beaten illness. Barton looked ahead to the radio station's Christmas party after the online war of words. Parry apologized and deleted his tweets directed at White on Monday morning, but the messages still remain on his linked Facebook account. He wrote, "I want to apologize to my colleague at Jim White for referring dismissively to an illness he has suffered, and battled bravely and beaten. Sorry Jim. Very wrong of me." Parry's comments about Barton are still present online, and the subject of the tweets later added, "Saw you apologizing this morning for being a complete bell again in a bevy. When you get on the sauce, stay off Twitter you muppet." Talksport has been contacted for comment.